Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my second video and I had some requests over on my Instagram to share my daily makeup routine. So that's what I'm gonna do for y'all today. Little disclaimer, I have no beauty training. I'm totally disqualified for this video, but I thought I'd just share what my everyday makeup routine is. Before I get started though, I do have some products on my face. This vitamin C serum, this you can find on Amazon and I'll link it below. Really brightens the face, hydrates, just has really changed how my skin looks even without makeup. So big fan of that. I'm also currently using Olay Whips as my moisturizer right now. It's more of an affordable option. I think it does a really good job hydrating and things like that. I am almost at the bottom of this and think I'm gonna probably choose something else for my next moisturizer. So if you have any moisturizers you love, leave them in the comments below, but this is what's on my face. And y'all are on the camera, but I do have a little makeup mirror here in front of me. So if you see me looking down and you don't know what I'm looking at, it's a mirror. So I can possibly do this video. First, we're just gonna start off with some concealer. I just have a little mini Shape Tape and I just put this under my eyes. This is like a lighter color. So I don't really normally cover up blemishes with this, but if I had a darker shade, I would cover up this blemish, but I'm just gonna let the foundation do it today. So then I'll take just a brush and blend this out. And I know there's a lot of different ways to do concealer. Some people put it over their foundation, some people put it under. This is just how I like it. I think it blends a little bit better this way. And then I take a deep, damp beauty blender and blend it out. You always want your beauty blenders to be damp because if you don't, they'll actually absorb the product instead of blend it. So if you're using a dry beauty blender and you're wondering why it's not looking like how everyone else's makeup's looking, it's because it's not damp. Okay, next I go in with my foundation and I use the Your Skin But Better IT Cosmetics CC Plus Illumination Cream. I don't even think it's technically a foundation, but this is what I use. If you can see, I have redness on my cheeks. So the color correction in this takes that all out, which I love. And I do another thing you're not supposed to do. I just pump some on my hand and act like I am, an artist and do it that way. This is like a pretty dense Sephora brush. I also use, let's see, oh, here it is. This IT Cosmetics brush too. It's really just whatever I'm feeling that day is what I use. I will say the dense Sephora brush makes this product a little bit harder to blend out. So I tend to use the IT Cosmetics brush with this one. And I just spread it all over my face. I don't really do anything too precise here because I'm gonna take a beauty blender and blend all of this. So I have no, harsh lines or anything, but just trying to get it smeared around. And always take it, down your chin and down your neck so it looks more natural. You have all of that, smeared all over your face, you're gonna go back with your damp beauty blender, the same one you use for your concealer, and then you're gonna dab, and you're gonna keep dabbing for a while. Honestly, if you use cool water, which you should for your beauty blender, this stuff actually kind of feels like really good. Honestly, if I wait too long between my foundation and my concealer, to do this, I'll re-wet my beauty blender just to make it cool enough to give that like kind of like spa like effect. But you just keep dabbing until it's all blended out. I don't always do this, but I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter powder. This just helps to keep your makeup on where it's supposed to be. So sometimes, if I remember honestly, I will put this on. This is an Hourglass brush. My sister informs me was a very expensive Christmas gift, but I told her it was worth every penny she spent. So, very beautiful brush. And that's that step. Next, I typically do my cream contour. If you're wondering how people get like a very deep, very like photo ready look, it's because they're using 2 layers of makeup. They're doing a cream layer and then a powder layer. And so for me, I am using the Tarte cream bronzer. I will say this is technically a little bit too golden to be using for this purpose, but I really want the Makeup by Mario Sculpt Stick, but they're sold out everywhere. So if you know Mario, you can get me a sculpt stick, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be using this kind of too golden bronzer to do this. So to contour my face, I just kind of go across my cheekbones with this. You don't want to go really in the divot below because it'll kind of drag your face down, and we're trying to lift the face and look really youthful. So I'm gonna do my jaw to give my jaw an accent, do it between my eyes, down my nose. We're just really giving the face some shape here. And it's gonna look scary when you do this, but I promise you when it blends out, it'll all be fine. So once it's on your face to your liking, you just go back with that beauty blender and just dab it out. And I'm sure there's better ways to do all these things, and that's why I disclaim that I'm not a makeup artist or anything, so take it with a grain of salt. But there's really no wrong or right way to apply makeup. It's just whatever works for you, and most times it's just trial and error. Next, I think I'm going to do this cream blush. And this is another thing that looks a little scary when you put it on, but I promise that when you blend it out, it does look really nice. And this one's just the e.l.f. monochromatic multi-stick. I think you can technically use this as lipstick too, but I've never done that. But you just blend that out with a beauty blender. And then you can also do a liquid highlight. I don't own any, but that's the other thing you can do. But this will be the conclusion of the base layer. So this is the base layer of makeup, but I'm gonna move on to my eyes next. Isn't it funny that we all have like different ways to put our makeup on in different orders, and probably if we went in the wrong order, it would totally throw all of us off. So I think I'm gonna use this palette from Tarte today. It's one of their small palettes that came in like their Christmas gift sets. I think I got it last year. Very loved. So my approach to eyeshadow is I just start putting stuff on and hope for the best. So typically start with like a lighter color and just put it all over my lid. I'm gonna go in with the center color, and that is apparently called Explorer. So, and I don't clean my makeup brushes like I should, so there's probably like colors from yesterday when I did my makeup. So It's really a surprise what this is going to turn out to be. I do know I have blue eyes, obviously, so like oranges, pinks kind of make my blue eyes pop, so I kind of stick in that color palette. But I highly recommend looking up what colors make your eye color pop, because that really does make a difference. Okay, so after I do a light color kind of all over my lid, I'm going to take like a little bit deeper of a color and put it in my crease. And so the thing I learned over the years about doing eyeshadow and how people got these like really beautiful eyeshadow looks, you can't just put the color on your lid. You really have to blend the colors together. And in doing so, it kind of warms the colors up a bit, which gives them a really nice sheen. You also aren't pressing as hard as you'd probably think. It's a very light brush strokes back and forth to do this. Oh, I guess I should mention the color I'm using for this is I'm not really sure how they arranged this, but one of the bottom two. Then once you're kind of happy how that's blended out, and I will note this kind of looks scary, but it's one of those steps in your makeup process that you just kind of have to like wait it out. It will get better. I like to deepen up the corners a little bit, so I'm going to take like the tiniest bit of the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to pop that into my corners there. You want to take so little, especially if you're using a more high-end palette and you're used to maybe like more of a drugstore eyeshadow. These higher end palettes, why they last forever is because they're way more pigmented. So you need so little to get a good amount of color on your eye. And then you'll just kind of blend. I will say I'm not in my normal makeup situation. I normally stand at the bathroom sink to do all this, so it does make it a little bit more challenging. Okay, then sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I go back to like my original color and kind of blend everything together. This just kind of makes things a little softer. Then I'm going to maybe swap it up with brushes, and then I'm just gonna find like a pretty light color in the palette. So I'm using the color that is eaten up most of, and I'm just gonna put that all over there just to, you know, make her shine. Last step with the eyeshadow, I am going to take just a little bit of this crease color we used and just bring that to my lower lash line. This just helps to open up your eyes a little bit. And then I do the same thing on the other side. I just take the lightest color I used and then I put it on like the inside. I just started doing that recently and I just really like how it opens my eyes. And that is the finished eyeshadow look. Sometimes I take my finger and kind of soften these edges, but it does look a little scary, even to me. I don't know if it looks scary to y'all, but once you put eyeliner and mascara on, it looks really stunning. So just trust the process on it. Next, I put bronzer on, and I wear bronzer almost like a powdered foundation. So I am gonna use the Makeup by Mario light bronzer. In the summer, I use the light medium one, but it's winter and my skin is not that tan. So I literally put this all over my face. Like I said, I wear it kind of like a powder foundation. So do that, don't, but you know. I also put this like all over my chest. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I like to give the appearance that I am tanner than I am. So let me just put that all over. Next, feeling a little glow today. The sun's out, so I'm gonna use one of the Milani Baked blushes, and this is in Luminoso. I love this blush. I picked this up before a concert one time when I was traveling, and it has become a favorite. I've had it for like 3 years. I just put this on my cheekbones. Just a little pop of color. It's starting to get spring here, so I'm ready for the spring weather, the spring color. Now my favorite part of my makeup routine is definitely the highlighter. I use another Makeup by Mario product. I really love his stuff. This is their Soft Glow highlighter in the color Golden. It is such a pretty product. So I just take the other end of this hourglass brush and I put it under my eyes. And then I put it on my forehead, my chin. I put it up here on my brow bones. Literally anywhere I can get it. It's just such a pretty product. I really love it. After all the powders are done and before I put eyeliner and mascara on, I just take a setting spray and spray my face. This isn't a true spreading spray, it's just a facial water, but it helps to illuminate all the products. So if your like bronzer or highlighter isn't like illuminating as much as you want it to, try putting a spray product on. It really brings out the shimmer in the products. So just a few squirts of that, and I kind of let it dry before I open my eyes so we have no creasing. Next, I do eyeliner. I just use the NYX Professionals. Eyeliner is something that I don't really feel that you should spend a lot of money on, especially if you're doing liquids. They just dry out so fast. There is one name brand eyeliner that I have my eye on, and it's the Makeup by Mario one, because it's supposed to allow you to do like a cat eye with essentially no effort. So maybe I'll get that one and try it one time. But until then, drugstore eyeliner all the way. And I have blonde lashes that are kind of long, so if I don't pull my eye taunt and do this, it's like almost impossible for me to do eyeliner. Yeah, I'm not very good at eyeliner, so, you know, send your critiques in the comments. I know you're not supposed to do it this way, but this is how I have to do it. So that's eyeliner. I don't put any under my eyes. I know we all went through that phase in like high school, like 10 years ago, where we all lined the top of our eyes, the bottom of our eyes. We were going dark. Next, I do mascara, and I use the Ilia one. I bought a mini of this because I like to trial products before I commit to the full size, but I will 100% purchase this in the full size. I absolutely love this mascara. It is so pretty on my eyes. Okay, that is it for my eyes. I have blonde eyebrows, so I don't typically do anything to them, and I don't even see, I do have like the e.l.f. like makeup brow thing, but I don't even have it out here with me. But sometimes I'll just like brush them. But that's normally about it. Last but not least, we're gonna do the lip product. I love these little Juicy Lips from Tarte. It's just hydrating and super simple. The color, I think, goes with everything. And that's it. That's the finished makeup look. That's all I do. I pretty much do that every day. Pretty much the only thing that changes is which old makeup palette I use, or eyeshadow palette I use, but other than that, that's my makeup tutorial. And here's the final look. So if there's any products you also love or I should try, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what new products I should try. I love trying new things with makeup. I think it's really fun. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If you like my videos, please subscribe and like. I'm new to YouTube, so it really helps me grow and reach more friends. Until next time, have a great day, y'all.